Jen, you have a question for Coach?
If you don't mind, yes.
Carson Wentz has faced a lot of pressure this year. What is the best way to make sure that that trend continues?
Well, continue putting pressure on him. He's certainly a big, strong guy. You can see he's really tough. It's unfortunate that he's been, dealing what he's been dealing with. But at the same time, our guys got to show up. Our guys got to really put it together and make it our strength. We're really excited about this challenge that we have.
Bob?
Yeah, Ken. Hey, we've heard from a few players and from Coach Carroll about this accountability meeting you held before the Arizona game. Just curious what the impetus for that was, and I guess how different was this from other meetings you usually hold during the week?
Well, we hold a lot of meetings, and I don't want to get into the specifics. I'm not quite sure what they revealed, but it's just a matter of we have a lot of different things going on in our Saturday night meetings, and this one was just another one that we found to be very important for us. But the way people reacted, the way we responded, obviously is something that we need to continue doing.
Maz Vita.
Yep. Hey, Coach. When a defense is able to set the edge, what does that do to the interior guys, and then also the linebackers? How does that help in terms of the run game and what you can do?
It'll sound like you're reading that there.
No.
The edges are very important because you have to put up a stop sign, put up an area where the offense can't get outside of. Most of the guys, we have a lot of guys inside playing. We have a tackle, nose tackle, linebackers. They're all on the interior. The edge setters are the outside defenders. So once you set the edge, you keep everybody inside of you. So it allows all the interior guys to make the tackle. But if you lose your edges, the ball goes all the way out to the sideline. There's not enough guys out there to help you tackle. So you turn the ball back into all your defenders are and all your teammates are. It allows the entire team to be a part of the play.
How have you guys been so successful in accomplishing that this season?
Emphasis is certainly something that we came into the season. Guys that really understand what we're trying to do. Coaches and players being committed to setting the edges and just continue to emphasize it each and every week. I think the guys have really bought in, the coaches have bought in, and it's something that has been our strength up to this point.
Joe Fan.
Ken, did you get a sense that guys are maybe freelancing too much over the course of the first 9 games of the season?
A sense that the guys have been freelancing too much.
Not staying within their roles and what as defined by the scheme.
I wouldn't say that. No, not at all. I think the guys have been committed to, our plan. Guys have been asking the right questions. Guys have been studying. Guys have been really into what we're doing. I don't think freelance is a word I would use, not at all.
And then why last week as opposed to weeks prior? What about last week made you feel like that was the right time to where that kind of meeting would have the maximum impact?
A lot is being made of that meeting, and we have meetings every week. There's game plan meetings, there's meetings of the mind, there's meetings of the heart. Every time there are things going on. It just so happens that we won that week and we played well. But at the same time, all the meetings are important. Everything we do and all our areas of communication are extremely important. But I wouldn't say one meeting is more important than the other. They're all very important. Everybody's role is important. So it's a matter of reaching the guys. It's a matter of guys understanding what their roles are. Then everybody putting it all together at the same time. All the hearts beating as one, and guys really coming together and making a solid commitment to do things right for 60 minutes.
Miss Jackie?
Hey, Coach, sorry to beat a dead horse and keep asking about this meeting, but with that meeting and some of the other meetings you held in that week in particular, how did you see that translate onto the field with their performance?
Well, I think there was, clarity. I think everybody understood what everybody else was doing. I think that people were free to express their feelings, free to understand what their roles are, understand what everybody else is doing, and kind of bring it all together. And guys were just able to look at each other and commit, look at each other and be accountable, and play in such a connected way that good teams play together.
Thank you.
Greg?
To follow up on this, Ken, all of it, to fill in the blanks, Pete Carroll said it was the best meeting he's ever been in. Bobby Wagner said it was about accountability. And Carroll said you went to first, second, third teamers, nickel packages, every single guy, and said, okay, this base scheme, what's your job, Flowers? What's your job, Wright? What's your job, Reed? And he said that accountability, both Wagner and Carroll said the accountability was different. And so now, since that's what we all know, what was the impetus for that in particular, and what made you think that accountability in particular was the most important aspect to get addressed before the Cardinals game?
Well, I think, throughout the season, you kind of feel as a coach what your team needs. You kind of try to fill in the blanks, the things that you feel like that are important to them. And like I said, we're meeting every week, and we're constantly doing different exercises to make us better, to make us closer, to understand the scheme, understand what the roles are. And this was a meeting that you just kind of feel, hey, guys need to pretty much talk about things that they have to do and how it's connected to what the guy next to him has to do. So it was just a meeting of the minds, a meeting of the responsibility, just open discussion. Just say, for instance, we are going on a trip and we all have a certain role to make the trip successful. Let's speak out exactly what we have to do. So before we get there, we have an idea of what's going to happen already. So I'm not quite sure exactly what was exposed to everyone, but it was just a way for everyone to speak through the mission and your responsibility for the mission before the mission even happened.
Had you ever done that before?
In different ways. I think from a coach's standpoint, from my position on this as a leader of this group, you find different ways to do the same thing. So it was just kind of a different approach to do similar exercises that we usually do.
Thank you.
Bob?
Yeah, Ken, obviously in your position, when things don't go the way everybody wants, there's some criticism and all that. How do you handle that? You've obviously been doing this for a long time, but like earlier in the year when there's some criticism lobbed your way, does that bother you at all? Or do you hear it?
I don't really hear it. Going back to, I was 6 years old when my father gets knocked out. They're always talking about things that's going on. So I've been dealing with criticism and family issues through my father's career, through his friend's career. So when it comes to me, I have a certain way to deal with it. I understand and I get it. Everybody loves the winner and everybody has all the answers for the guys who aren't playing well. So I totally understand that and I get it. So it's a matter of us taking care of our business. And we take care of our business, we do our work, we play the way we're supposed to, and then, you quiet the noise.
Jackie?
Hey, Coach. Since week 8, the team ranks second in the NFL in sacks. What would you attribute that turnaround to?
Well, just getting to the quarterback, finding different ways to do the same thing. Just similar to the meeting that we're talking about. You've got to find different ways to get to the quarterback, whether it's blitzing, whether it's coming off one edge, whether it's pressure zones, whether it's allowing, finding weak points in the offensive line, different ways that you can get to the quarterback. And the guys have been very, very responsive. The guys have been, they enjoy the aggressive nature of it. And then, we get Carlos Dunlap in town. We get Benson coming back. At the same time, we lost Benson and we lost Bruce, so it kind of threw us off. And so it's a matter of guys coming together and being able to put pressure on the quarterback in different ways and getting home and winning the one-on-one blocks.
How has Dunlap, how does he factor in not only just how he's getting to the quarterback, but how he's maybe opening up other guys to get to the quarterback?
Right, just his presence. I mean, just having him on the field, a guy that everyone knows could change the game. You saw at the end of the Arizona game, just one play. You know, it just makes a big difference when you have a guy that can step up and make a play when you need it. And then all of a sudden, his impact on Jay Reed, and then his impact on Benson coming back. And all the guys working together, running the games, talking through the confidence, knowing that at any time they could beat anybody and the big play could be made by your group. It really lifts up the group. It really lifts up the secondary. They know that the offensive quarterback doesn't have 2 and 3 reads to look at 1, 2, 3 reads across the board. He looks at one read. He's getting off the spot. So it allows everybody to take chances. Allows everybody to really be confident and not feel like they have to cover the guy for the entire 5, 6, 7 seconds during the play.
Thank you.
And last one for Coach Michael Sean.
Hey, Ken, when you were a position coach in 2012, do you remember maybe the first moment you knew Russell would be special? Russell Wilson, I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could tell. This kid, when he came on, he was committed. He was determined. He had a certain purpose. He was had blinders on. He was narrow-minded. He knew what he wanted to do, and you could see it in him. I don't think anybody could tell that he continued to grow the way he is, and I think that just watching him mature as a player and as a man, and how his commitment has continued to grow. But you could tell early on when young players have a certain style, a certain juice about them, that they have a chance to be really good.
Thanks.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.